Okay, so this video is just me going to be building this area. Which, if you could tell by how many parts there is, yes, it is lagging so bad. I guess you can't really see it right now, but it will lag if I start, like, moving around a ton. I've built quite a lot of nebula. I won't really show any of the stats of the actual ride itself today. I'm just going to be building this strip of land, because this is the little themed area. Feel like an alien planet thing. But I was thinking maybe adding a flat ride. Because, like, maybe a single customer's not going to impress enough. Who knows? So I was thinking the good old double shot tower. Something that won't, like, be a main secondary build to where it could get, like, problems done. Hello there, NPC-001. But just something that could also be built as a side to make this area look more like the themed land and just a singular standout coaster. So I was thinking maybe something like this. Then place the entrances on that side. Then one on this side. Along the lines of the same area. And then maybe connect them up. Maybe make this area like some nice little thingamadoodle. I don't know. I'll do this like this. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this one. And have it wrap around the edge here. Like it's a bit too close to the trees. Instead, have it wrap around the edge. And then come out pretty far this way. These things aren't going to be like a main thing, so they're not going to be as themed as frickin' Nebula is. Nebula is themed, like, highly. So where in the heck is that considered crossing? I don't know. This game's pathing system is some of the weirdest out there. Like, I don't get it. Game, just understand the fact that these are not touching. Did it just try to let me create a path piece coming out of that? That's weird. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that, game. Yeah, we all saw that. Okay, let's try maybe this. That's not even touching, bro. Okay, maybe it was a little bit, but... What? There was clearly a gap! There was clearly a gap right there. Like, what the heck? Look, okay, that's not even touching. Okay, so now you want to work, huh? You want to play that? This game is ridiculous. Maybe it's because I have Mojang. Nope. Okay, I'm just not gonna connect the paths, I guess. Or something. I really genuinely confused. Come on, game. Instead, this one will kind of just... Okay. Okay, game, for the last time. This one will just weave around here like this. Try and give it the same amount of distance as the other one. Despite the other one being so much farther away. It has to go through all that. I don't even know how much of this is coming through. My mic is so horrid. Thinking, what if I make a nice little lake on this side? You know, like a little... tiny little pond-like lake. Just something to make this area feel more alive. Okay, game. You're gonna play that way today. Alright then. Show me what you got. Let me place that down. Thank you. Definitely did not have much on thing that allowed me to do that right after. I make jokes. Bushes, bushes, bushes. Probably not bushes. In fact, I'm going to use my alien trees, which... ignore the fact it says Japan. This was originally made for something else. So I decided that these... I didn't even use this for Japan because, these trees didn't look Japanese enough. But now that I've made this alien world, these Japan-style trees actually work really well in it. I mean, look at that. That's really nice and pretty. Pretty. Heard a loud bang. These things, bungee, low pause, hop shot, free fall. Okay, I don't care. Just have these tests. Also, speaking of testing, I'm gonna close Nebula really quick. That thing makes me. Oh, I never even named it. Just rename. Oh, I'm not making Nebula. I'm making LSM Raid Coaster 2. Ignore that. But yeah, now these guys will just test. In sync, too. I managed to get them in sync. Oh my gosh, rock. Where am I? Oh, there we go. There we go, just in time to see them get to the top. Then they come back down. This community, these kind of look like cell towers. The things that, like, come off. Pretty. I'm just gonna be rambling on about random things, aren't I? Because I have no idea what to talk about here. Why did I grab a spaceship landing gear? I don't know. I grab things out of randomness. I'm going to add some theming to these. So I've got two themings, two theming. What? Two things for. You know, I'm just gonna be quiet. No, I'm not, because I don't want to be quiet. Because then what's the point of watching this? It'd just be no commentary building, which at that point, that's just falling asleep. Or at least that's what I think it's normally used for. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna add these like little tunnel things because they look cool. Most of my choices of designing and building make no sense whatsoever. They just kind of exist to exist. Stop becoming so big. Yep, that looks totally normal. Okay, well, in the place where it gets so close to this, I might as well add a little bit of cover. Because we don't want people getting hit by the loose articles of stupid people. Like whoever was being evil on RC Studios. We don't want people like them dropping loose articles onto the people in the queue. I'm sure that's something they would do. I don't know. I don't even know if they still figured out who it is, but I know someone was being absolutely trash talking to them after leaving. So it could have been them. I don't remember who it was. You can add benches to the queues. If only real parks did that. But I don't think Great America does. And that's like the only park I beat them really at. Now let's add these for style. These are like lights. We add a little bit of light maybe. And that looks ridiculous. Never again will I add the lights to this. I keep accidentally talking in a German accent. I hate that I do that. It's not even like on purpose. It just happens. You know, it happens to happen. From time to time. There's happenings that happen. Happening. Currently I'm placing in fences. Because everybody loves fences, don't they? No, nobody does. We want to run free. At least I do. Although they are kind of required for ride areas, which I kind of forgot to put them. Go ahead, Senna. Take off points from realism for not adding fencing. Do it. I dare you. Senna's probably not even watching this. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this to the whole thing. It's probably gonna be over an hour long. I should really make an intro. Speaking of that, I had an intro, and I just decided never to use it because it was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I really didn't find it very good anymore. It was low effort. So I didn't use it. I mean, why use something low effort when you can make stuff look much nicer without it. I will eventually make myself a new intro, though. Unless somebody wants to make an intro, I guess. But you don't have to. I mean, if you really that dedicated to watch, sure, why not? Go ahead, do whatever. Just don't be mean to RCE Studios. Because whoever that was, they will find you. And when you're found, you will not know anything. Ha 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 ha. That probably sounded ridiculous on my mic, and I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm going to add some bushes. That's my key to making places look nice. It's called the bush. So what you do is you just use temperate small plant in areas that are meant to be gardens, and it makes them look like a garden. Trust me, I tried to make a actual flower bush, and it crashed the game. So don't do that. I guess. I don't know. Or do it, and have your game crash, or whatever. I don't really care. Actually, if you are the person who is mean to RCE oh my gosh, how do I keep going to that? I need to, like, put a limit on how many times I could say that in a day. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I think I should color this. Dude, nice. I don't think blue really matches. What should I do? Maybe in yellow? I think I like the trees being yellow. Maybe these things can be yellow. Maybe these are like something nature themed. Nature themed thingy majiggies. Nature themed SNS shot tower. Love it. I've never been on an SNS shot tower as we're recording this. We're putting in Batman colors. Oh. You know what, maybe that one can be yellow and then this one can be, like, black tower. Because that one's yellow tower. I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Oh, there's the train. Let's give it the yellow and the yellow. Because who doesn't like yellow? Actually, probably a lot of people. I forgot to paint the restraints on this one. Oops! Okay, now we got red and black tower, which one just looks completely yellow and then one looks like yellow with black hints, but, you know what, let me fix that actually. Ta-da! Now they look like they're inverted from what each other are. Or whatever. Something or other. Fire alone will save something or other. Boy. Book series. I don't know. I mean, look at this. It's pretty. It's not really about theming and story sometimes. Sometimes it's really just about making something pretty because it needs to be pretty or something or other. Fire alone can save something or other. Anyways, I was thinking, hold on, I gotta text, I mean, not text. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm getting like a message, I got a message over Dollar Axolotl. Ding ding, you win! It wasn't even, I don't even think I was too mean. They were just saying that. That's interesting that they were talking underneath my... Oh my gosh, so there's beef going on in the group chat as well. Anyways, time to ignore all of life right now and just build the most depressing trees in history. Actually, these are probably some of the least depressing trees in history, but their location is pretty depressing. In the middle of right next to this big concrete slab and a giant warehouse. VAB. I just heard the music play for a little bit. Anyways, I think I'll actually leave it to you, anyone watching this, to name these towers. Name them whatever you want, as long as they fit to the theme that you're like in a new like planet that's being settled for the first time, I guess. Maybe if you give them both separate names. I don't know. Enjoy. But yeah, that was building these two towers, I guess. Anyways, let me finish the towers, because they definitely are not done. So I was thinking about adding, like, a station around them using this thing. You know? Can you, like, not? Okay. You can't. Okay, that's unfortunate that you can't do that. Anyways, I probably sound ridiculous constantly saying the same dang thing over and over. I don't think people are gonna want their feet to get cut off on the ride. In fact, I'd prefer if I didn't either. So I'm going to only do this on the sides. And then make something, you know, that like, something or other. Fire alone could save something or other. I keep repeating myself, don't I? Don't need to answer that, I know I am. How much of this can you even hear? I bet it's like, all you hear is just, I don't know, one time my audio corrupted. Oh, that sweet time when my audio corrupted. I hated that. I made an entire video, it was like an hour long. And then I went to go into, like, my recording software, DaVinci Resolve, to find all of the audio is just... I think it's because my headphones died. I was clearly confused on what that was supposed to be. So, who knows? Could have just been the person who hacked, who trolled OCE Studios. Maybe they messed with my audio. I need to stop going back to the same, like, two things. I keep saying that to myself, and I keep doing it. I hope nobody's clicked off just because I'm repeating. You know what? I'm gonna stay quiet for a minute. Let's see if I can do that. I'm not gonna check, but I'm sure that was about a minute. Nice little building. And also, if Senna is happening to be watching this, I would say that if there is not allowed a secondary coaster, then I will, a secondary ride, then a Tokyo ride, I guess, too, because there's two of these. Then that's fine, I'll remove them. Not like I just spent an hour working on them. Lol. But, you know, rules are rules. I mean, who doesn't want to win a competition? I do, because I don't think I've ever really won one. So yeah, it would be nice to, Milo Colors, of course, my favorite. I'd love to go on Milo one day. I'd love to go on so many rides one day. Yeah, that looks good. I guess I'll just finish this side off with this. These don't need to be too detailed. He's not gonna criticize me on how these look. I'm sure this is probably a lot better than some of the other submissions. That Susie, I know, he said, I think he took one look at my thing, and he said he's not winning. But you never know, you could always win. Maybe your thing is actually better than mine. It probably is. This isn't my best work. Nebula is nowhere near my best work. I'd say my best work is probably my Batman recreation, which I've released already. That's gotta be my best work. Although, for whatever reason, my most popular creation is actually my car pack. So, maybe that's my best creation? Who knows? Who knows? In this world, nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. I don't know what my best creation is. I don't know if Senna's gonna allow these 2 drop towers. We don't know who the person who is trolling RCE Studios what. I just love to don't know. This is probably a fire hazard, but who actually cares? Sorry if you do care. That sounded pointed directly at people who do actually care about fires. I do care about fires, but this is a game that doesn't have a fire mechanic yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I hope it doesn't, because then I'd have to fix like 800 builds to make them fireproof. Because otherwise everything's just gonna catch on fire, and that's gonna be the most horrific time of my life. Definitely not as bad as when... You know what I was gonna say. No, I was actually gonna say when Coaster Studios got hacked. But yeah, also when RCE got trolled too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop this here. I don't want this to become like maybe 18 hours long of rebuilding. But yeah, I decided not to do like time lapse, but instead do this in real time. So that way you know exactly what I'm thinking through every single piece built in this entire bit. I'm giving too much away by zooming out. But if you do happen to watch this, here's the logo I created for Nebula. That's a shop I'm working on. That right there is the VAB at NASA. A very famous building that I decided to make as the entrance here. Whoa. 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 We're gonna ignore that I showed that. Goodbye. Ta-da, this is my setup. Really? It's only been 22 minutes? Huh.